Good morning, everyone. My name is Lee Smith, and I serve as chairman of the Ohio Expo Commission. I'd like to welcome you all to the dedication of the Coliseum in honor of former Governor Bob Taft. We've had quite the exciting morning with opening ceremony, media tour, and we're happy to celebrate the start of the 157th Ohio State Fair with our building dedication ceremony. It's our pleasure, the Expo Commission, to honor former Governor Taft with the dedication of what I feel is one of the fair's most historic and prominent buildings. I'd now like to introduce Governor Strickland for a few remarks.
Thank you, Lee, and I want to say a thank you to each of you for being here to honor Governor Bob Taft. We are here because this man has dedicated his life to service to others. Long before he became a governor or an elected official, he was a servant of the people. And we recognize that and honor that today. He has lived a life of dedicated service to this great state of ours. And so I am very honored to be a part of this occasion as we name this historic building after Governor Bob Taft. Since Bob volunteered to join the Peace Corps more than 4 decades ago, he has focused his attention on contributing to the well-being of others. And through his time in public office, he worked hard for all of us, and now that his time in public office has ended, the effects of his work still cascade across Ohio. Thousands of Ohio students attend classes today in new and renovated schools thanks to Governor Bob Taft's commitment to building these schools. Governor Taft fought to create the Ohio Third Frontier, to stake Ohio's claim in the research economy. The success of our efforts to attract new companies and new jobs in industries like advanced energy, bioscience, material sciences drew resounding bipartisan support when the voters were asked to renew this signature program started by Governor Bob Taft. Governor Taft expanded health care coverage to Ohio's children, and he created the Clean Ohio Initiative to protect green spaces and rehabilitate environmentally damaged lands. It is particularly apt that we honor Governor Taft here at the fairgrounds because he was truly a friend of the Ohio State Fair. I'm told that he said participating in the fair each year was one of the highlights of his time in office, and rightly praised the fair as being, quote, the place where we all come together. Now, Governor Taft, you are an honest man. I don't know if you did what I did, but I spent a night in the dairy barn on the hottest night of the year with a glaring light about 6 feet above my head. And I'm glad I was there. But as some of you know, I've changed my location to the natural resources area in a pup tent.
Smart move.
President Theodore Roosevelt once said that far and away the best prize of life, the best prize that life has to offer, is the chance to work hard at work worth doing. Governor Bob Taft has earned that prize many times over. And today we are here to commemorate his hard work on behalf of Ohio by placing his name on a building that will forevermore be known as the Taft Coliseum. Congratulations, Bob Taft.
Governor Strickland, for those kind words. As a dedicated individual, Governor Taft has given our great state and its people a gracious gift of leadership. Through his 8 years of service as governor, 8 years as Secretary of State, service as county commissioner prior to that, and now service at my alma mater, the University of Dayton. He's given great support also to the Great Ohio State Fair. He's remained involved with the fair, and we greatly appreciate his dedication and support. The Taft Coliseum has served as a bustling center for activity during the annual Ohio State Fair and all year round. Remains active, hosting numerous events at the Ohio Expo Commission. My involvement with the fair prior to being on the board was with the Ohio Quarter Horse Association, and all of our large events, grand champion, finals of all the events for the Ohio Quarter Horse Association, the Quarter Horse Congress, is in the Ohio Coliseum. It's the showcase building of the fair. This building was constructed in 1918, and for those of us that have been coming to the fair for a great long time, we never knew the fair without this Coliseum. Served as a home to numerous sports and youth events, and it's a pleasure for us to dedicate one of our most monumental buildings to such a strong supporter of the state of Ohio and the Ohio Expo Commission and the State Fair. I'd like to invite Governor Taft to the podium for a few words.
Thanks very much, Lee. And if you're wondering about the hat, I wear it to make me look taller. I think the last time I wore the hat was at the fair, so I thought I'd better bring it out today. But I want to thank Lee and the members of the Fair Board and Virgil Strickler, the general manager, for their kindness in bestowing this honor upon me, and also for the excellent work that they do every year to make this a fabulous fair. This is truly one of the best fairs in the nation, and they all deserve our applause for their leadership of the fair. Thank you so much. It's a special honor that Governor Strickland would be here today. Governors appreciate what governors go through, and Ted and I have
we do.
We have a two-person fraternity here, and we hope that I've really enjoyed getting to know Ted and Francis Strickland as well. And thank you, Francis, for being here. And as some of you know, Hope, who is on vacation today, could not be here, but Hope and Francis have a wonderful partnership going on at the Governor's Residence Gardens to build and preserve that and to make that a real showcase for Ohio. So thank you, Francis, for all the help and support you've given to Hope in that project, and for allowing Hope to do that, because she loves that project. You know, this is a wonderful turnout. I want to thank you all for being here. It's so good to see some of my former fellow elected officials like Jim Petro and Nancy. And I think Betty Montgomery is going to try to make it a little bit later, Joanne Davidson, and also former Lieutenant Governor Bruce Johnson, who did a superb job for us as a part of our administration. I want to thank all the members of the cabinet who are here and the members of the governor's staff. Everything that we accomplished, all the good things that we accomplished as governor, really is a tribute to the wisdom, the dedication, and the hard work of our staff, and I deeply appreciate it. I couldn't have gotten anything done without you, and thank you again for being here today. I want to single out a couple of people because they helped to put the ceremony on. First, Kate Barter, who was on our senior staff, is now a member of the Fair Board. Kate was determined that this day would arrive. She would not drop it, and it did arrive, and she did a nice job with that, so thank you, Kate. And then Gene Booz, who was my administrative assistant, put together the invitation list, did a lot of help on this in a voluntary capacity, and she is so conscientious. I want to tell you, she called me at my home in Dayton this morning to make sure I was up, so I would not miss this event. So thank you, Gene. Now, I may not have been the greatest advocate for having a building named in my honor here at the fair, and I was anxious about what building it might be. But I am truly honored today. This is an important day for me. I have so many good memories and a real love for this fair. In fact, you may have seen this is my little picture book that we did when I was leaving office, not at state expense, of course, but it's got 4 pages devoted to the Ohio State